Hey folks, Randy Go, Trout Magnet Man with you here today. Today folks, got up a fishing video. Went out on Little Red River. A friend of mine called me, asked me to come up, and I accepted. And we just had a fantastic day. And 3 hours of fishing. Between the two of us, we boated 75 trout. I mean, the river is just chock full of trout. The water on the river is a little bit stained. I mean, it's still reasonably clear, but not like it usually is. But you know, they finally turned the flow down up there, and I guess a lot of the other water's trying to get out of there, but because they've been running it for weeks and weeks. You know, they even had the spill gates open at one point, 2 generators going. But anyway, we had a great day fishing. I'm using the new Lunakia. I say new, I've had it a while, but I'm fishing with it a lot here lately. The Lunakia 6'3" medium light hybrid light game rod, which is absolutely a fantastic rod. And if, in case anybody asks, has it moved into one of my favorite rods? Well, no, my favorite rod is still the Abu Garcia Slow Taper Special. It's just I thought this rod was going to serve the purpose better on this day of fishing. We got into smaller trout, and we got into a few larger trout. When I say larger trout, I'm talking about 14 inches maybe. Some of them pretty healthy fish. Certainly put a good bend in the Lunakia, as the little ones did. I mean, this rod is it's a lot of fun. It's a whole lot of fun, and it's absolutely gorgeous rod. I can give you a picture of it, but you'd be better off going online finding a picture of it to see more detail about it. It's basically black. It has the black Nisagen weave in it, which has a lot of history behind it with kimonos in Japan. But rod is fantastic. It's very slow tip, fast action. It's great for working a trout magnet. Absolutely was fantastic for working a trout magnet. And that's what we used on this trip. I started out with a pink trout magnet. I thought, okay, pink does real well up on the Little Red. So I said, I'm gonna be prepared. Well, my host had already fished the day before and caught a ton of trout. I mean, a bunch of trout. And so I'm up there fishing with a pink, and yeah, I'm catching fish, but he's catching fish darn near on every cast on root beer. Well, I'm no dummy, so I switched up to root beer pretty darn quick and started catching fish, just not every cast, but if you didn't catch a fish on every cast, you had at least one hit, if not 3 or 4 or 5 hits. I mean, there's just that many trout in this river. It's just a fantastic place to fish. Every time I've ever fished it, I mean, I've never had a bad day on this river. And I've been coming out here, so I don't know, I've been coming out to Little Red since 2013, something like that, 24 something. But anyway, I mean, I've never had a bad day on this river. I hear people where they go and they get skunked, and I'm like, how'd that happen? But of course, now my host, he's got a good place to fish on that river when it's low flow, well, even when it's not low flow, but it's just a fantastic place to fish. The video is going to be too long. I mean, it is too long, but that is what it is. I had to cut a ton of fish. It took me a long time to cut out the fish I didn't want to put on the video. Just, you know, took a while to do it. But anyway, we're going to get this video uploaded, which takes a while, folks. Where I'm living, I got real good download speeds on the internet, but upload speeds are pretty abysmal. The last video I uploaded to YouTube, I downloaded it to my phone and drove over to the Lowe's parking lot, which gives me much better wireless signal strength, and uploaded it in the parking lot sitting at Lowe's in about 6 minutes, where if I uploaded it at home, it would take an hour and a half. It's pretty slow speeds here, which I'm hoping that can get rectified, but if it don't, that's okay. You know, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. But anyway, we got another fishing video that's in the works, going to come up here pretty quick too, where I'm catching some shell cracker out of Ball Knob Lake. I'm once again using the Lunakia. Now, I forgot. Let me go back and tell you what line I'm using today. I'm using the Varivas 3-pound test Twitch Master line, which I absolutely love as far as nylon line goes. Now, I'll say it again, I'm not a fan of nylon lines, but there's, you know, I would prefer, if I could get away with it, I prefer to fish ester, monofilament wherever I go, but ester line, but I can't do that. You can't do that in this river. While we didn't catch any really large fish in this river today, that's subject to happen any given day up there. I mean, my host had on a really good brown. I say really good brown. It was a nice fish, and you're subject to get them much bigger than what that brown was. But polyester line that river, it ain't a good idea, because you're gonna get a big fish, and it's gonna break off pretty easily. But I love the polyester line. But if you got to use nylon line, Varivas Twitch Master is the one to use. It's very low stretch. It's very thin diameter for the breaking strength of the line. It manages well. It's very supple. Great knot strength. I mean, it's really good stuff. But as I say, I'm not a fan of nylon line, but here lately that's what I've been using for several different reasons. I also used a section of Trout Magnet Phantom fluorocarbon leader on this trip. Used a Daiwa Gekkabijin 1.5 gram jig head with a number 8 hook. My host was using the same jig head. That jig head works out pretty good. The only problem with the jig head is the Trout Magnet body. You have to bite off the first section to get it really to fit on there properly. I mean, I can fish it without biting, you know, taking off the top section, but you know, it just works out better to take off the top section. The fish didn't seem to mind it. They hit it readily. We did not try any other lures. It was like, why do I want to try another lure? I'm catching a fish darn near on every cast. There's no need to switch up lures. That'd been kind of stupid to do. But we had an absolute ball. Hope all of you are out fishing. Hope all of you are safe. Hope you're having fun. Hope you're catching a bunch of fish. So until next time, sore lip them all, and life is good. Come on up in here. Come on up in here. Oh, this joker. Cutting up. Come here. Come here. First trout in a long while, folks, and it sure felt good, let me tell you. All right, let's get him back in the water. There he is. Feels good, folks. Feels good. Yes, sir. Come on up here. Come on up here. All right. Uh-oh. My partner got on one back here. I'm trying to get one out the net. Come on here. Come on here. Simmer down. You hold them upside down, they don't shake too much, folks. I'm able to hold them. All right, let's get him back.
I'm about to,
Ooh. Ooh. It's a head shaker here, folks. Yes, sir. Come on up in here. Come on up in here. All right. Come here. Come here. Shoot. Come here. Come here. Come here. That come you. Another nice 10, 11-inch trout. Beautiful fish. Give me a lot of fun on the 6'3" Lunakia. Let's get him back.
Where?
Bartlett. Is that the name of it? Here we go, folks. Another trout here. Yes, sir. Shoot fire. Come on up in here. Pretty fish. Pretty fish. All right. We can here. All right. Come on now. Simmer down. Simmer down. All right. Another beautiful rainbow, 10, 11 inches on a little red on a pink trout magnet. Folks, my host here's got on a beautiful fish. I'll tell you what, that's a nice looking rainbow right there. Yes, sir. That's a gorgeous fish. He's got on a root beer colored trout magnet, fishing with a fine-tailed banshee. All right, in the life here.
I saw him hit.
All right, looky here, folks. Look here what's going on over here. Look at this commotion. Another nice rainbow. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, folks. Another nice trout. Well, I say that, he's kind of small. But that's all right. That's why I got these rods. Small, large, it don't matter. They all give you fun. All right. Let's get him unhooked. All right, folks, there you go. Give me a lot of fun. All right, let's get him back. There he is. Throw right back over there. Same spot. Yes, sir. This is a better fish here. The last one, folks. Yes, sir. This joker's cutting up good. Yes, sir. Shoot fire. Oh, yeah. What you talking about? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come here. Come here. This joker is flat digging on this Lunakia.
I don't want no part of that boat.
Come here. Come up in here. Come on, man. This ain't no good here. Come on up in here. Well, shoot. I'm trying to get him to the net, folks.
Nice trout.
It is a nice trout. That joker does not want to come. There he is. All right, shoot. All right. Come here. Come here now. Simmer down. Simmer down. Here you go, folks. It's the nicest one yet. That's a gorgeous fish. I don't care who you are. A lot of fun. All right, let's get him back. There's fish in that hole, Ron. I done had 7, 8 hits. There he is, right there. There he is. There he is, right there. All right. Come on up in here. Come here. All right. Another trout, folks. Of course, that's all we're going to catch out here. Trout, pretty much. But that's what we're here for. We're here after the trout. Another pretty 10-incher, maybe a little longer. All right, let's get him back. There he is, there he is. All right. Another nice. He's a little bit slender, but that joker's 11 inches, 11 and a half maybe. Beautiful fish. All right, let's get him back.
Oh, I think it's a brown.
Let me get the... Oh, geez. Well,
It was a brown.
it was a brown. Folks, my host had on a nice brown trout there. You saw it on the camera. Need a net?
I got mine right here. Another nice fish.
Oh, got a double. Oh, another nice fish over here. We got a double. Oh, folks, this joker is cutting up now. I mean, he's a cutting up. Yes, sir. Shoot fire. Come on up in this net. Come on up in this net here. Come on here. There you go. All right. All right. My host had on a real nice trout. I got this one, which is got a pretty good length on him. Yes, sir. A beautiful trout. All right. Gave me a ton of fun. All right. Let's get him back.
Really? I'll be in that mowing stuff.
Here we go. Here we go.
I'll be doing that mowing stuff tomorrow myself.
This joker's bending this rod now. He's bending this rod. Yes, sir. This is nice fish. This is real nice fish.
Oh, thank you.
Up in here. Come on up in here. It's nice. My nicest one yet of the day, folks, right here. Shoot fire. What you talking about? Look at this thing. Would you just look at this thing? Let me get him out here. Get him unhooked. See, can I hold it? That's a nice trout there, folks. That's my nicest one of the day, I think. Gave me a ton of fun. On the root beer colored trout magnet. Beautiful fish here on a little red.
There he is. There he is, folks. I tell you what, folks, it's just a it's one of them days. One of these days. Catch all you want. All you want. Yes, sir. All you want. Let's get him out of here. There he is with the root beer colored trout magnet. Get him unbuttoned and back him up. Come on now, simmer down. All right, there we go. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Looks like a pretty good fish, folks. It is good fish. Yes, sir. Shoot fire. What you talking about? Yes, sir. This joker. Come on up in here. Come on up in here. Brown. Yep. Yep. Come on up in here. Come on up in this net. All right. Shoot fire. This is what it's all about, folks. Let me tell you. This is what it's all about right here. This joker, this joker wanted this jig. Come here. Simmer down. Simmer down. Simmer down. That joker. He wanted it. That's a fact. That's a fact. Come here. Nice trout here, folks. Get him. He's wrapped up in my line. Look here. That's a gorgeous fish. Beautiful fish. All right, let's get him back. Here we go, folks. Here we go. Another trout. What a day, what a day, what a day. Yes, sir. Come on up out there. Nice fish. Nice fish. Come on up in here. Come on up in here. There we go. All right. All right. Let's look at this fish here, folks. Yes, sir. That's a nice trout. All right, come on. Simmer down. Simmer down. Simmer down. All right. Here we go. That's about a 12-incher. Pretty fish. Give me a lot of fun. All right. There he went. There he come back again. There he come back third time's the charm. What we got here, folks? It's a trout. It's what color? Yes, sir. Pretty fish. Nice fish. Yes, sir. Come on up over here. Come on up over here now. He's cutting up now. Come here. Come back here. Come on. Come on back here. That gum. He ain't through. He ain't through. Come on back here. Come on back here. Come here. Shoot fire, folks. Look at this trout. Would you just look? This is nice. The nicest one of the day. I tell you what. This joker. Where'd the jig go? Get this jig out of him. Where'd it go? Well, shoot. Come here. Come here. Get back in that net. Let me get this jig out of him. Come here. I don't really want to do that, but folks, now that is why I'm using nylon line. You're going to get a big one like that every once in a while. This joker's healthy too. This joker is sure healthy. Let's get him back in the water. There he is. There he is. Oh. Yes, sir. This joker. Come on, get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out. Come on, get over here. Get over here. Yes, sir. All right. Come here. Have you got your counter going today, Ron?
I've been neglecting. I know I have intentionally not told you anything. I have told Susan, but you ready to hear it number?
Yeah.
That's number 42.
It's number 42, folks. A lot of fish here today. All right, let's get him back.
That water seems a little clearer down here.
Ah, shoot. Fire.
There's how much line I got on the reel.
Oh, yeah, you need.
I'm trying to get all the goodie out of it.
There we are. Jokers want to take off, they can just flat run now. I don't care how big or how small now. They got some power. It's just that simple, folks. Come here, set it down now. Set it down. Another trout. You're going to see 100 of them today, I believe, folks. 15, I think it was. Something like 2013, something like that.
Come on out of there.
Look at there. Look here. All right, folks. My host got on a nice, I'm talking about a show enough nice fish here. Let me get the net for you, Ron. Yes, sir. Look here at this rainbow, folks. Would you just look? All right.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Come right out.
Thank you.
Look at there. My host done got a good one there. All right.
Yeah.
Ooh. He knocked the fool out of it, folks. Come on, get out of that stuff. Get out of that stuff. Come on. Come on around here. Yes, sir. It's a chunky trout here, folks. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come here. Come here. Come here. All right. Chunky rainbow. A lot of fun. Right here at the boat. Right here at the boat. Shoot fire. Come here. Come here. All right. Oops. I don't need to get on that. Good. All right, good deal. Come here. Come here. Well, folks, you've seen a whole lot of these fish today, but he never gets old.